Hello everybody, Corey here. In this video, we will be going over the ULTY trades and holdings. If you do not want to see that level of detail, I do create a video, that has just a roundup of those. I did not do that for yesterday's trades, as I didn't get those videos out just for the trades and holdings until this morning. So I do those, and I did not have time to do the others. So for those of you that are new, I do have the daily roundups, and that is posted separately. So go find that one if that's all you're wanting to see, is just a roll up and you're not wanting to look at the individual trades or the individual holdings and strike prices and all of that. So just a reminder, I am not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor, and all I'm doing is gathering the data to provide it to you, so you don't have to do it, and then you can form your own opinions of this stock. As far as the YieldMax ETFs themselves, they are extremely risky, so please ensure that you understand these risks. They are found on their website, and they're clearly defined as well. Just because I go over these do not mean that I own them. I started doing them to help others see what was going on. So let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to jump straight into this one. We have the CGC here. It is a new one. I honestly don't know what it stands for, but all I know is that it's a cannabis stock. So we'll look at that when we go on the holdings. But apparently I'm still on it on the spreadsheet, so I apologize there. But we can see this here on the left hand side. It's going to be this third ticker down, and then that's just the same info from the other sheet. So I'm just going to scroll over since we've already glanced at that data there. And sorry, I did not format this one. All right, here we go. So the stock price looks like it went down 4 cents today. Our share count, though, went up significantly, so 575, so that's 25,000, so $325,000 there. Market value went from 71 to 77 million dollars, so increase of $6 million there. And then let's look here. CGC, Cannabis Growth Corp. Okay, makes sense. So that is our newest one there. I know some people mentioned something about the volume this morning. That I shouldn't have. The problem is I did it at my desk, and in the RV it's small, and so my daughter's bedroom's back there, and I guess I was doing it without even thinking about it. I should have came back in the bedroom once I was done with the spreadsheets and the holdings and stuff and recorded it, and I did not, and it never even dawned on me that I was talking low this morning. I guess it was just a habit, and I forgot, and I know, but I am going to apologize for those that didn't dawn on me. But I'm in the back bedroom, going to do a little bit better. I did cut the fan off, though, because I've noticed on some of the videos I could hear the fan going in the background. Unfortunately, I cut the fan off, so then it was hot. I had to cut the AC on, so now the AC is going. So it probably, I don't know if it's a different kind of sound, but I'll try to talk a little bit louder in case that is coming through here. But we have a firm here, and unless I state otherwise, the short calls will expire this Friday, which are the ones that say May 10th, and they're also the ones in red. The yellows will obviously be the next week, and then we don't have any greens here. So, but we have our firm short call with a $40 strike price. We're under that by 3%. The stock went down 3% today. So just a reminder that I'd mentioned on this morning's video, which, sorry, but this does remind me of another thing. I did do the video this morning, and I don't know, it tried to upload all day long, and it never uploaded. I didn't notice it until this evening once I got home from military duty that it never uploaded, and that is what happened and why that one was so late. But remember here yesterday when they purchased all these stocks, we were, with the exception maybe of this one here, How actually this isn't even right, because if you remember yesterday I said this CUSIP was GNE, which I felt was wrong, and it was, and they didn't do a trade for it to fix it, but it is fixed on the holdings today. So if you look here, so now that reminds me I need to go change this because I didn't come back and look at this part. But if you look here, this was the stop price that pulled yesterday for this one, which is also what the custodians used. They used the stop price of that one, when in actuality it would have been this stop price here. So then, yeah, that would have made a difference. It probably made this market value more in line with all the rest of them, which would have made more sense because all of them are about $3.8 million. I think, yeah, we had one or two that was 3.9, and then that one's at 4.3, so that should have clued in right there that was clearly wrong. So anyway, the majority of these are 83 to 85-ish cents for the majority, so you can use that as a guide. Oh, you can use it as a guide as we look at today's holdings, and then you can see, let's see, where some of these stock prices were as they go up and down here. So you can see over here on the right hand side, a firm shows 76 cents, and let's just glance, 77. So GME, it's interesting. It says 1631. This says 1631. Yesterday, 1631. So the stock price did not change. So the way the holdings is showing, they're saying they did spend so this is the same and this is the same. But the market value is a different amount. So maybe this right here is the true amount from yesterday then, which does make that a different one than the others. So I'll have to update that on the trades for other stuff. But you can see like this one's still 83, 86. So those are about the same price, 85, 83. But all the rest of these are showing lower. But yes, the stock price only went down by 4 cents. But some of these probably got closer to the short call prices. And we're getting closer to expiration date, right? So just knowing how those two work together. But anyway, so just glancing at those. As far as the stocks go, because I won't go over those, each one individually. But anyway, so let's move on. We just got a little thing, right, moving back to the stocks and how these are affecting. But we have the Celsius here, short call, strike price, $86. We're underneath that 11%. And the stock did drop 2% today. So CGC strike price is $10.50. There's no sense in me saying short call at this point because they're all short calls too. It's just I have a habit, right, of doing this, and then when they change it, I have to get out of those habits there. But the CGC strike price is $10.50, 10% underneath the strike price, and the stock went down 2% today. Clean Spark here, strike price $20. We're under it by 17% because the stock price went down 5% today. Coin, also $242.50 strike price, 12% underneath that. The stock price went down 6% today. Carvana strike price is $133. We're below it by 12%, and the stock went down 5% today. It's like just about almost everything went down today. I miss apparently some exciting things today, or could have just been very boring. Who knows? I missed it either way. But GigaCloud Technology here, this one does not expire until next Friday, and it has a strike price of $45, or 11% below the strike price, and the stock dropped by 2% today. GME, we have the strike price of the short call. So I should have brought my computer in here. Yeah, so we were underneath that yesterday, but I never went back to look to see where we were throughout the day for that. It also just not understanding this part, and maybe, I don't know, I hate to ask Jay, but let's see. I'm going to keep it on my radar and see if this changes over the next few days, or I don't know. I mean, it's the right price when I do the math, and I don't know, maybe it happened the other day, when they thought it was this one and they looked at the wrong thing, and I don't know, thought it was a lower price when they purchased that many. But still, I mean, it's still a larger dollar amount, so I don't know. It's just weird when all the rest of them are done one way and you have one that's just different. And there's got to be a reason, or you assume that there has to be a reason. So anyway. So if we look at Janix here, yeah, that short call, did I go over? I did not. So GME, 1550 strike price. We're still under that by 5%, and the stock did not change, which is odd. Janix, it expires, the contract, the expiration date is next Friday, with the strike price is $70, and we're under that by 12%. Lyft, strike price is $19.50, 15% under, and the stock price dropped by 5% today. Mara, strike price $23, under it by 12%, stock dropped 2% today. MicroStrategy, we have a $1,400 strike price. We are 10% below that, and then it looks like we went down 1%. So I'm guessing by looking at all this that Bitcoin must have went down today. I did not bring up my Moomoo account, but yeah, we're down. Well, at least right now we're down to 62,500. But we have B. Riley here. Strike price of $33.50. And so we're still below that by 5%, but the stock price did come up 6% today. I'm just looking at some of the numbers there. All right, so Root here, short call that expires next Friday, has a strike price of $65. We are under that by only 3%, because today Root increased by 11%, which is significant considering most things here have closed down. I'm glancing. I mean, the only thing I'm seeing is, I guess, last night, some people, gave a buy rating for this one and increased their target prices and stuff. I don't know that I've paid attention to stocks going up that amount of money for that, but that's all I'm seeing in the news on that one. But then we have a Sunrun here. We have a $13 strike price. We're under by 9%, and the stock dropped 2% today. SMCI strike price 865, below it by 5%, and the stock dropped 1%. Symbotic strike price $48, with underneath it by 3%, but the stock rose by 11% today. So we had two 11% increases. All right. So this one had earnings today, which I would have known if I'd had time this weekend and did the earnings video. But, yep, they did great, and yada, yada, yada. So that's why they jumped 11%, which makes us only $1.50 or 3% below the strike price. And then we have Upstart here, strike price $28.50. We're underneath that by 14%, and the stock did go down 5% today. And Viking Therapeutics here with the $80 strike price, and we're only underneath that by 39 cents. They still haven't take care of the money market account with the cash. The cash is still showing negative 21 million there. But anyway, so that's just glancing down through there. I did not mention, like, on the right hand side as far as the stock price up or down on any of these short calls, because honestly I guess we didn't have any that was too impressive or whatever. We do have GME, the short call there, because it's over that short call by 5%. It is bringing that stock price down by 9 cents for the short call itself. And then we have the one for Root, but that one doesn't expire until next week. Highly volatile stock today, and it's a week out, but that is bringing it down 6 cents a share. But nothing, whatever to really report over here like we would normally have. But because what would happen, if we had the synthetics there, then we would have those added to get together with the differences as far as what it was bringing the stock price down. And then, because most of the money was sitting in treasuries and stuff, and now we're not going to see that. We're just going to see the positive amount on the right-hand side of the stock, and then it's just going to be going up and down, based on it that day, but it's always going to show positive versus a negative there. So that's going to be a little change in reporting there. But anyway, I will let y'all go so I can continue to work on the other videos. Hope y'all had a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.